GAHY Wrestling podcast. I'm covering Smackdown for a change, which is unusual. We've got the Brawling Brutes taking on the Bloodline, or a couple of them taking on each other. Tribal Chief Ronda Rousey set up here at some point tonight. We've got Ronda Rousey issuing an open challenge, or do we think that's going to be? And we've got Legado del Fantasma taking on Hit Row again with a mystery partner. So who do we think that one's going to be? Let me know in the comments and I shall see you in a sec.
This is Big E from the new day. Give me that whole yeah. Give it to me. I need it.
Hello everyone. How are we doing? Yeah, we've got Smackdown starting in about 15 minutes. It's going to be quite nice for a change. We're only having to do 2 hours. Although I already did Monday Night Raw, so technically I'll be on hour 4 and 5. So I did put a comment in about 45 minutes ago. Who do we think will accept Ronda's open challenge tonight? We've had someone put a guess in, which was Michael, who's always here with us. Emma, Tennille Dashwood, I think, yeah, you put Dashwood, so yeah, Tennille Dashwood. I don't know if she might be still signed with Impact, they might have come to an arrangement on release or anything like that. So we've got my sister in as well, said Uncle Dan Dan. So, hello Chloe. Yeah. Hello. And then Michael saying, how's it going, Rach? And she's doing good. You got the notification then that we was going live. But yeah, a lot of the time now, my niece in California sits and watches us on the podcast. So she might pop on a Monday with me for a bit, and then on any other days that I might do, I'll let my sister know. So if she wants to pop on and just sort of watch, she can do. She even got to give me a Hullier shirt. Little pink one. Big Gimme Hullier logo right across the front. So yeah, we've got 2 technically mystery participants in matches tonight. We've got Ronda Rousey's opponent, and then we've got Hit Row's mystery partner. So do we have ideas of we think is going to be each one? Ronda Rousey won. I've been looking online and stuff like that. I can't really see anyone that could be a big shock debut or return. I just think it might be someone we haven't seen for a little while. So, in my mind, I'm thinking someone. Actually, I don't know. Let me bring up the Smackdown roster. Let's see who we could have a look at. That's why I like coming on early, because it means I can give me a chance to have a look at stuff like this for people. So, Smackdown roster. You've got people like B-Fab, Charlotte Flair, Lacey Evans, who could be a good shout, Liv Morgan, Maxine Dupree, possibly Naomi, Natalya, Raquel Rodriguez, Shotzi, Zelina Vega, Sonya Deville, Scarlett. I mean, Naomi and Sasha Banks, I don't see it being either of them. Out of everyone that I can see, I could possibly see it being Lacey Evans. And then the mystery partner for Hit Row, in my eyes, Ricochet's a great shout. Ricochet would be a great person to do sort of that teaming. Let's have a look. So, you got a notification, yeah. Come watch for a little while you eat dinner. That's good. Oh, Jamie's trying a good option in there. Nakamura. Welcome, Jamie. How are you doing? And do you think it could be for Ronda Rousey's Open Challenge? See if you can get both of them right. I'm going to go Lacey Evans and Ricochet. because I just think that them two would work well. Oh, you've got people like you've got Xia Li, Shayna Baszler, it could be them as well. But yeah, I've had a sort of steady week. I've been quite busy with work. I was off yesterday, but I was covering other shops earlier on in the week, so I had a bit of driving to do, which made my days a bit longer. Chris is in, how we're doing. Tennille Dashwood again, so is there a rumour that I haven't seen yet? And Michael saying Nakamura's your guess as well. Let's have a look. Tennille Dashwood. Let's look at the news section. Okay, 4 hours ago there's a spoiler, so yeah. And then maybe, yeah, by the looks of it, there's a spoiler that she's been leaked as returning. Which, I mean, I quite liked Emma. I thought she was very good. She did the old gimmick with Santino Marella, where she had the goofy dancing. And it worked at the time. It was very of its time. But now, I mean, she went back to NXT for a little bit. She redeveloped a character. She even had the Emelina character, which lasted all of one night on Raw. But I do think that with something like that, she's gone away. She's worked in Impact. She's worked at quite a few of the independents. She's redefined her character and given it purpose. So I think Triple H has seen that work that she's done, is impressed by it, and bringing her in, it's going to be a shot in the arm for the women's division, which is good, especially on SmackDown. With the sort of roster they've got, there's not the biggest expansion that you could have. I mean, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 17 women on the roster, but not all of them are going to be sort of seen day in, day out. I mean, that's including people like Sasha Banks and Naomi. B-Fab was obviously part of Hit Row. She might be more of a valet and manager than in-ring performer at the minute. Charlotte Flair hasn't been seen for a while. So when you look at the total amount of women that are not actually in-ring performers or are not seen on a regular basis, because on the roster page, B-Fab, Maxine Dupree and Scarlett are all as managers. So that doesn't really give you as many as you expect. So Kristen Clare saying that Emma is backstage. That's like that. It's leaked already, so yeah, stuff like that is going to happen. We've got Sassy Our Awesome Moderator in. So if you haven't already, do like the video, do share and subscribe before we go live for the Monday Night Raw show. Say that's how you say I am to do a Monday Night Raw. I've even got it literally right above my head here, saying Smackdown for me. So yeah, we're covering Smackdown. It is Friday. It does feel weird because I am doing Smackdown on my own. Last week we had Dawn, and we had Sean? Sam. Sorry, Tam. We had Sam in with us. Dawn is literally on his way or landed in Vietnam. So he's at a wedding this weekend, which is why I'm covering. There may be a possibility of me doing next week as well for him. So I may be back on, well, I will be back on Monday Night Raw, cover Monday Night Raw for everyone. And then Friday Night SmackDown again. So everyone's asking how Sassy's doing. Sassy's saying hello to everyone. And she's feeling better, which is always good. So yeah, we've just been sort of talking, Sassy, about who do we think is going to be the mystery sort of partner for Hit Row. And then it's been leaked pretty much that Tenille Dashwood, who was Emma in WWE, is returning tonight. I was just about to get to it, but yeah, always putting it in the comments for me. So good to us, looking after us. So you can Patreon and Super Chat us. We do also have the subscriptions as well, where you can become a Give Me a Holy member. So we have got the Champion tier, which is Sassy is a member of. With the Champion tier, the Hardcore tier, and the Holy Maniac tier, you do get custom emojis. So if you want to send us an emoji, we do have Give Me a Holy inspired and branded ones. You also get a little Give Me a Holy logo to go on your profile page on YouTube, and you also get a little Give Me a Holy logo next to your name. So if you are watching on YouTube, you can see that Sassy has got her name, Sassy2208, and then a little Give Me a Holy logo. If you want one of them, all you've got to do is subscribe and become a Give Me a Holy member. They do start at $3.99, I think, UK pricing, and I think that's probably about the same in dollars in the US at the minute. But there is different tiers. The basic tier starting at $3.99 gives you the custom emojis and the Give Me a Holy logo. The next one up gives you a video package. No, it's not a video package, it's a video call. I don't know why I said package. Gives you a video call with us, and we're looking at maybe doing a video call at the end of the month, so maybe sort of next week. Anyone who is higher than the basic tier will get a video call with the guys, me, Dom, and Anne. Hopefully all three of us. All depends on work schedules and stuff like that. And then, yeah, we can go from there. We have got a couple of minutes left, so let me get my earphones ready so I can hear what's happening on Smackdown. Let's get it loaded. Okay, that's ready and rolling. So, what's everyone got planned for the weekend? Anything exciting? Any plans anywhere? Anyone going anywhere good? Going to any independent shows? Or is everyone just having a chill out weekend? I've got some snacks. I can't believe I forgot my snacks. Got my drink though. Oh no, I didn't. I remembered it was hard in the drink. I've got some cookies and cream milky bars tonight. Yes, I know, Jamie. So Jamie is a rep for a brand called Oppo, which is a mobile phone manufacturer. It's what I use day in, day out, and I mean, let me just close these off so you can actually see it. So even my background is the sort of sketchy drawings that we did for Give Me a Holy. We're supposed to be having some of these t-shirts printed up on the shop. So if you do want one, spreadshirt.com, Give Me a Holy. So yeah, York Maze, it's basically something called Hollow Scream, and it's basically a scare maze type thing in the UK. So that's what Jamie is doing on Sunday. I know that because I'm going to be there with him, with all of the other Oppo reps. But yeah, if you like a Samsung phone, but they get it so expensive, which they can do, Oppo is what I switched to, and I've been using that for about 2.5 years, and they've been absolutely spot on. So yeah, we've also got a website, givemeholy.co.uk, I think. can't remember if it's .co.uk.com. I should know that, shouldn't I? But yeah, we've got the Then Now Forever on the screen. You're so cool, Sassy. You are so cool. So, we are live on Smackdown. Oh, are we going first? It's so good being able to do it on my own sometimes, because it means I can actually hear it properly. I'm going to the Brawling Brutes to start us off, so let's get a banner edited, ready. Oh, it looks like we're going straight in with the Brawling Brutes versus the Bloodline. So, we've got Rich Holland. Oh, I want him to go back to Pete Dunne. I'll put the banner up at the minute. Brawling Brutes versus Bloodline. So we've got that on. You're cooler than me, Sassy, by a long way. Brawling Brutes kicking off the snow. It's not that cold yet for snow, I don't think, very cold. I know you mean, sure. So, I'm going to go with poll ready just to make sure, because it looks like they are starting with that. By the sounds of it, James has got a fracture on his elbow, which isn't good. So that's why he's not there tonight, and he'll probably be out for a little while with that. So the Bloodline is going to be Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. We've got the full Bloodline back, apart from Roman. Sami basically saying that he doesn't want Jay to get involved. Sami said that he wants to have Roman turn up and have everyone with their hands raised in victory. So, good, they're coming out, so let's get that banner done. Yep, there we go. And we've got Todd in. We're doing Todd. You had a good week, fella? I don't know why, but every time I hear Sheamus, I want to say fella. Michael saying, imagine Logan Paul wins, I think viewers will go down so bad. Yeah. I don't think it might be best for business, because Logan Paul winning will draw a massive amount of attention to WWE, but I don't think it'll work. Having a part-timer like that as your main champion when they're not a professional doesn't work for me. Sami seems to be getting a good pop as he comes to the ring, so is Cohen following behind. And the Usos joining them as well. Yeah, very nice start tonight. A good scrap, as we call it in the UK. So that's his day night partner, Todd. Yeah, I could feel you on that one, Todd. I've had a busy week. I've worked one of my days off, so I'm now off tomorrow instead, which is why it makes it easier to cover this for people. So we're starting with Sami Zayn and Butch. and Saturday night is Sassy. So we're getting Sammy Chance already. Butch, leapfrog, dropping down, big knee. And then we've got Ridge Holland coming in, tagged in, dropping knees on Sammy's arms. Am I up for Crown Jewel? I'm not, I'm afraid. Dom gets back on the Saturday for Crown Jewel, so I think he will be covering it live. I'll probably be jumping on a little bit later, because in the UK it starts at 4 o'clock. Because it starts at 4 o'clock and I don't finish work till 6, I'm going to try and see if I can leave a bit earlier so I can get around and at least cover half of it with Dom. We will be doing predictions for it though. I'm going to be working on the predictions probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So by Wednesday, hopefully, if you keep your eye on our Twitter page, and I'll be letting Ant know for Dynamite, you can join in doing the predictions. So you might be giving me a whole year champion. People's champion gets the newest People's champion gets a postcard sent out to him from all of us. And we rally sporting how we're doing. You had a good week, fella? Saturday Night Rally. We've got good tags from the Bloodline. They're in and out, working down on Butch. A lot of stuff going on in wrestling. Yep, Shane's getting married to WWE. CM Punk being called cancer. Oh yeah, it's been all been going on today. Best wishes to Sheamus and his new wife. 4 PM in the UK. Yeah. Next Crown Jewel next Saturday. 4 PM in the UK. I think it's 11 BST in America. I guess. Oh, there we go. BST time. Yeah, I think it's like 11 o'clock in the morning your time. We're all saying Sassy. Jericho calling CM Punk cancer stadium local one. Yeah. Looking at it, they're working on getting bought out of his contract to get rid of him. So the big slam into the ring apron on Butch. Ridge trying to come around, but the Usos basically telling him to keep his distance. Yeah, I know you are, but I'm just sort of letting everyone else know. I think it is like 11 o'clock US time, BST. But yeah, we're getting the advert for Crown Jewel now. So Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. I don't think we've had a women's match announced yet, have we? Let's have a look. Crown 2022. Yeah, so I've got Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns, Lashley versus Lesnar, the OC versus Judgment Day, a steel cage match, Joe McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. So we've got 4 matches announced. We'll probably be getting a couple of extra matches confirmed by the end of tonight, and then a couple of matches confirmed by Raw. And I think, if I remember from previous years, Smackdown is going to be pre-taped. So next Friday's Smackdown, one right before Crown Jewel, will be pre-recorded, so it won't be live. Could possibly do. We'll probably will be doing it sort of as it's shown on the USA Network. USA Network. So, yeah. Noon EST says Sassy. So yeah, actually 5 o'clock UK time. Sorry. Do we see? No, I know where you're from. Do you think we'll see Mia Yim and Chelsea Green soon? WWE next two in. Triple H is getting every released wrestler back apart from Lars Sullivan. I don't think he'll be getting everyone. I think he'll be getting talent I think he can use and he knows how to use them. Tennille Dashwood, amazing performer, great character. Who else have we got that is brought back? I mean, everyone that is brought back are people that I can see doing really well. There isn't anyone that feels like they've been underutilised. He's brought back people like Gargano, Karrion Kross. I forgot about bringing the mic right in, so hopefully everyone can hear me a bit better now. People like Chelsea Green, I think, are an ideal fit for WWE now. She's been so unlucky with injuries when she was in WWE originally, but I think that she could work. She's got the WWE sort of style and look. So we're back on Raw, Smackdown. See, I'm still doing it again. Butch with a DDT on Solo Sikoa. Ridge and Sammy hoping to get brought into the match. OC versus Judgment Day, 3-on-3. Triple H wants people in place. So has already got a list 13 so far that have been released and brought back. 14 when Tennille returns, Chelsea's definitely, she's done with Impact. Thank you, Sassy. Mia Yim, Bronson Reed, Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green. Mia Yim, I don't know. Matt Cardona, I think, is doing too well on the independents. Chelsea Green, obviously, I think she knows that she's more suited to WWE with the character style that she's got. But I don't think that Matt Cardona has found his niche. I think that if he came back to WWE, it would be more of a success. But he would get the sort of shouts of Zack Ryder and stuff like that. And I think it probably would undermine his new sort of, I don't know his new character, but it would undermine his character work that he's done and built up. Where I'd bring all of the above back. Myers could come back with Green and Cardona, that could work. But again, are you not trying to copy what you've done before, but just with different names? You'd have to book Matt Cardona as his same character that he's been doing on the independents, and because it is the heel, I don't know if it would work so well from what we know. Time for the match. We've been on a couple of minutes already. Ridge going for headbutts. You don't headbutt a Samoan. Their heads are like rock. Sassy saying, "Hi, Ibrahim. How are you?" Brian Myers is good. He got bigger and is doing well. I reckon that he could probably come back in the future, but I don't think he'd be fighting for world titles. I think at best he'd be mid-card. Good, and Joe, thanks for joining us. She's completely the boss of the show. She keeps everyone in check. Just move it around a bit. There we go. Don't think Matt Cardona will come back. He's doing great on the undies. That's my whole point with him. I think that he's doing too well on the indies to come in and want to be, at best, a high mid-carder, because I don't think he'll ever be a main event. So as you can see, Chardonnay doing appearances for AW. Yeah, I can too. Oh, Cardona, sorry. Yeah, Cardona would probably be good with... I mean, I'd love to see him go up against Moxley in a lights-out match. I'd love to see him go up one-on-one on the mic with MJF, because he's really getting to the point where it's such a well-polished character. Time for the match, please. We don't show it live on the show, on this channel, I'm afraid. If we did, we'd get took down because of copyright. We've got Sammy and Jay arguing on the outside. Sammy saying he had the match, and Jay saying no, he didn't. So we're going to get the Usos turning on Sammy and Solo. Solo bang in the middle saying to chill out. Ridge just taking all of them out. They shoulder tackle. Brutes win. Butch got a roll up. Brawling Brutes get the win. So Tribal Chief is going to be annoyed. Sammy looks annoyed already. Yep, Mox beating for the GCW title. So you've got the storyline already in there. And it makes it easy to go back to that match. That's what I'd do. Bring him in, and do him at a Dynamite main event. GCW title, stuff like that, or something similar. Watching from Sierra Leone, West Africa, thank you very much for joining us from West Africa. We appreciate you coming in. If you haven't already, give us a like, give us a share. So the Usos look like they're going against each other. And the head of the table is coming out now. So we're going to end that poll right there for the match. We had the Brawling Brutes with 14%, 85% for the Bloodline. So the majority of you got it the wrong way round. I didn't expect that either. Brutes winning. Moxley's going to be against Matt Menard tonight. Rampage is live. That makes a change. It does make a change. So we have got... We've got the head of the table, Tribal Chief, Big Dog, coming down to the ring. We're getting the Pyro as well. He just looks the business, doesn't he? You look at him and you're thinking superstar. Do we think they turn on Sammy right now? I think Roman will actually side with Sammy and the Usos will get kicked out. Solo and Sammy are doing what they're told, and the Usos are the ones being out of line. So it makes more sense for Roman to sort of side with Sammy to me, because he told Jay to do something, and Jay refused to do it. So surely
the Usos are, well, surely Jay is the bad guy in this, is the heel. Because I think that would be a good way to do it. You have the Usos turn on Roman because of Sami, and then you could have the Usos going up against Sami and Solo for the tag titles, and that could be a way to get the titles off them. So Michael thinks Jay will be kicked out, but thinks Jimmy's fine. Todd doesn't think that they're going to turn on Sami. I'm not sure. I think that we're going to see a turn of some sort, whether it is Sami being turned on or Jay / the Usos being turned on by Roman. But you could also do it where it's not actually a turn on them. They could just walk away. So they're still heels. But then if you walk away from Roman, it doesn't automatically make you the face. It doesn't make you the baby face in the feud. And I think if it was a choice, Roman would be cheered more than the Usos. Do you not think that would be a fair assessment? Samuel reconsider. I don't know. Like I said, there's so many different ways that it could work, and there's so many different outcomes that could happen. I'm not sure which one I think I would prefer. Oh, what would I do? I think I'd have the Usos stick together, turn on Sami. Roman comes to the rescue in a way. So the Usos are now kicked out of the Bloodline. Sami and Solo go up against them for the tag titles. And then Sami and Solo could win the tag titles. So it keeps all of the titles with the Bloodline. But that could then allow Jey Uso to go up against Roman, because he's the one that has turned on family. So in de facto sort of storyline sense, that would make Jey the face in the match. Roman obviously the heel, because Jay's fighting for family. Yep, here we go. Let's see what they've got to say. Hopefully Triple H won't blow up the roster. I don't think he will. I think he's smart enough to be able to bring in people and give them enough time. So, are we going to get talking first? Roman's not got a mic. Paul Heyman does. And he's passing it over to Roman now. Roman's giving the Roman chants. So he's slowly turning face, and I think if the Usos turn on him, he is going to be more of the face. So we've got Roman saying St. Louis, crowd cheer.
waits for it to die down, and then acknowledge me. Crowd pop like crazy. Roman wants to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Roman's saying, if you're going to act like kids, we're going to treat you like kids. Roman saying he wants the problem fixed right now. Some talent signed need to go to NXT. Yeah, I think some of them do. I don't even think it's some talent that have been signed. I think some of the main roster should be dropping down a little bit. Sammy's getting cheered. Sammy's saying there's been a bit of a breakdown in communication. It's been with Jay. Not saying Logan, no, I think they're just sort of building that up. That's not for another just over a week. Sammy saying he's always like Jay. Sammy saying he doesn't know what he did to offend Jay. Crowd right behind him, applauding that sentiment. Paul Heyman giving him a pat on the back as well. Sammy wants to bury the hatchet once and for all. Will Jay take it? Sammy's offering his hand. Jay doesn't look sure. It looks like he's ready to swing for Sammy more than shake his hand. Even Jimmy has been looking at his brother saying, shake his hand. Jay saying you've got 2 seconds to get the hand out his face. They're not going to shake his hand. Jay saying he doesn't like Sammy's hair or face. All the shit. The honorary use? Really? Jay saying he's not part of the bloodline because he's not blood. Jay saying you don't belong here. Jay saying you're a fake ass oos. Jay saying he'd shed blood for everyone in the ring because it's his family. Oh, that's got Roman's attention. I don't give a damn what the tribal chief thinks. Instantly, Roman's head shot up and he had a glare on his face. That was a brilliant land to get the attention of Roman. 100% Michael, 100% us in that moment. Jay looks a little bit worried about what he said. Sammy's saying that what Jay said was super messed up. Sammy's trying to sort of cover him, saying he didn't mean it. Yeah, Todd. Jay's not been very oozy. Yeah, I reckon there's going to be a beating. And I think it might actually be Sammy on Jay. I think Roman's cracking up at that comment. Not very oozy. I think he's breaking character because he found it funny. Roman's saying he's not feeling oozy. Jimmy's in the back trying to hold it together. Roman's cracking up. It's funny, but this is so much funnier than Suffering Succotash. It feels natural. It feels funny. It's great. Roman saying, if you can't find your inner Uzi again, I'm going to do something you're not going to like. Roman saying he could take the honorary Uzi away and make him a full-blown Uzi. Ooh. Roman saying if they don't figure out we're going to change his name, what's that name going to be? We're going to name him Sammy Uso. Yeah. Sammy is one of the best characters because he can do stuff, make it feel legitimate, and still break Roman every time. Everyone had lost. Oh, we're going a Sammy Uso chant. I don't think they're going to turn on him, Michael. I don't think that's going to happen. And we're getting Paul Heyman now as well. So the tribal chief has called an end to it. So we're getting Paul Heyman put over the match at Crown Jewel. Jimmy's still laughing. Everyone's lost it. It was brilliant. It was absolutely hilarious. So well done. I'm glad that this has started the show off because we're over half an hour in already and I've had a grin on my face since the start. Paul Heyman calling a commercial break as well. Oh, no. Bray Wyatt's addressing his demons. We didn't expect this. There was nothing for Bray Wyatt announced tonight. Yes, Bray Wyatt. Dom's going to be annoyed because he really wasn't. He was really unhappy there wasn't anything announced for him tonight. But well, looks like we're getting something. So yeah, if you haven't already, do like the video, do share, subscribe to the channel and tick that notification bell to let you know when we're going live again. we have got the membership available while we're on commercial break. You can join us for that. That one starts at $3.99 a month, and with that you are able to get custom emojis on YouTube. So you can put little emojis that are designed by the Gimme Hull Yeah team, some logos, some of our catchphrases, even just the Gimme Hull Yeah logo itself. What else is there? We have got our merch shop now available. Spring Shop, I think it is. Spring Shop. Spread Shop. I always get it wrong to start with. Yep, gimmehullia.myspreadshop.co.uk. You can get, in time for Christmas, t-shirt, jumper, hoodie, caps, baseball caps, baseball jerseys, jackets, aprons, cushions, pillows, what else is there? Teddies, baby clothes, pretty much whatever you want. You can have our logo on there, and you can wear it loud and proud. If you do get anything off there, send us a photo of it. Tweet the photo out to us. We'll share it. We'll resend it to everyone. We'll put it on our Gimme a Hull Yeah page, and we'll also put it on our Instagram. Yeah, little Teddy. Let me see if I can find him, because it's one of the things that we are bringing in. That one. So, little Teddy itself. Yeah, your gear. Little cute Teddy. If you do want one. And then we've got mugs. Depending on what you want, you can even get yourself. There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know why it just went black for a second. But yeah, if you do want one, we've even got a little tigery Teddy with a little Christmas hat. And then one that I'm looking at going, even for just for myself, is the baseball hoodie, because you can have it in black and red with the logo on, which I think looks absolutely awesome. That looks absolutely fantastic for what I'm looking at. So we're getting a little teaser for the Viking Raiders. Christmas commercials can't work for the holidays. I've never been the biggest fan of Christmas, in all honesty. We've got maximum male models. We're going to trademark that 100%. Sammy Uso is going to be the next trademark straight away. We've got New Day. New Day coming out. Hit row. Todd thought the maximum male models thing was over. No, not yet. It seems to be over, but it's not my cup of tea. We've got Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. And let's get a poll going. Start a poll. Here you go. In the poll, we have got the match that is about to be going live. Maximum Male Models versus the New Day. Oh, you got. Stick it in. Said hit Rob by accident. Yeah, don't worry about it. I've been saying Raw most of the night already. No, we don't really need it, but we're getting great action, usually. I mean, I'm never going to be disappointed with New Day on the screen. Nowhere New Day loses to these dumps. I don't think there is. I don't think that you're going to have the New Day win. But I do think that they are really getting some traction. It's not my cup of tea in terms of traction, but you've got to have a little bit of everything. And I think that's what Triple H is good at doing. It's making him feel a lot better. Xavier Woods takes down Mansoor. And then giving a little pose himself. So double team by the New Day. Big double axe handle from Xavier Woods off the top rope. So Massa getting involved. It's still Mansoor, isn't it? Mansoor. And you know what I mean. We're getting a pose now. And it's just, I've never been a fan of the gimmick of the model type. Like, I mean, Rick Martel had one. Who else had one? Tyler Breeze was I was never the biggest fan of that sort of style of gimmick. I mean, it works, and it worked really well in NXT for Tyler Breeze. But I just don't think that main roster, it's my cup of tea. Todd thinks LA Knight will get into this somehow. I hope so, because I think that he's just so good at being on the mic. I think that when he's done in ring, he could be as good as Paul Heyman in terms of being a mouthpiece for a team or a mouthpiece for an individual. Xavier and Kofi working well together, protecting each other's backs. Mansoor was going for a suplex off the second rope. Kofi reversed it, and then a splash to the spine of Mansoor. Xavier going up to the top after being tagged. Backbreaker. Midnight Hour from Xavier Woods. Cover 1, 2, 3, easy. Michael enjoyed Tyler Breeze. I thought he was good. I think he was a well-developed character and everything was well-defined. But I just don't like that gimmick. So that was a quick and easy poll. 100% of people said the New Day. So we've got Sonya Deville in the back area now. Sassy saying they need to go to NXT and compete for the tag team champions. Yeah, I think they'd need a bit more time in NXT to maybe sort of get more over and get sort of well worked characters rather than just being maximum male models with nothing else. So Kayla Braxton was interviewing Sonya Deville, Liv Morgan out of nowhere, attacking Sonya, coming in an absolute frenzy. Liv going absolutely crazy. So Adam Pearce grabbing Liv with referee keeping hold of her. Yeah, I think that they're going to have t-shirts with that by the end. By probably Monday, there'll probably be a Sammy Uso t-shirt. Yep, crazy Liv. I think she's going to be very similar to Nikki Cross, maybe, on SmackDown. So we're going to have the two sort of crazy characters on separate brands. Interesting with the grey hair, though, yeah. I think she's been sort of using that silvery shampoo to sort of get that colour coming across. So we've had a couple of good segments already. I mean, the Uso segment after the Brawling Brutes match and the Bloodline, that went on for about 35 minutes. So we've had that. Then we've also had the Usos match. So I've had two matches already. We've still got at least another two to go. And we're almost halfway through. This is great because it just feels so easy. When you compare doing a Monday Night Raw, which is 3 hours long, to doing a 2 hour SmackDown, especially when you've already done the Monday Night Raw and it wasn't the best, it feels so easy to do a SmackDown. Great question from Sassy. Who from the main roster should go down to NXT? Me, 100% Ricochet. He's such a good performer and a lot of people could learn a lot from him. Dolph Ziggler, I think, is another one. He's obviously been down in NXT for a little bit, but I do think that his experience level on the main roster would be so good for the team in NXT to learn from him. It'd really help improve him. We've got Braun Strowman backstage now. Braun saying that you're always going to find someone bigger and stronger than you. Bigger, yes. Stronger, maybe not. I'm going a video package of all the feats of strength that Braun did when he was first with WWE. Tipping over the ambulance, tipping over the truck, pulling the scaffolding down. Could get Liv and Nikki tag team and put them on SmackDown too. Could do that, 100%, and I think that would be a good tag team. So, Braun Strowman versus Amos, Saudi Arabia crown jewel next Saturday, starting at 12 o'clock EST time, 5 o'clock in the UK. And open challenge time. Let's get banner ready. Rousey open challenge. So go on then. Ronda versus. What if they do a curveball and not actually have Emma turn up? Carmella to go to NXT as well as Madcap Moss. Yeah, they'd be good. I think they'd be better suited to NXT. But yeah, are we presuming 99% it's going to be Tenille Dashwood? Or is it going to be Emma instead of Tenille Dashwood? Because obviously WWE have got that trademark already. Ronda saying the belt is back where it belongs. Ronda saying she's in the mood to prove the champion is back. Ronda cutting a heel promo saying that she's only the great can recognise greatness. Basically saying that the crowd are not great. Playing into her Twitter character that she had. Ronda saying I was feeling lucky tonight. Sassy saying Shayna. Is it Emma? It's Emma. Yeah, it's going back to the Emma character, not to Neil Dashwood. But it's looking fantastic. That's going to be a good person to be back in the women's roster, finally. But yeah, I'm quite surprised they've gone back to the Emma gimmick. I thought the Tenille Dashwood would be a bit better. Ronda's mocking the dance that she used to do with... Yeah. Hello, ZJI, how are you doing? Welcome for joining. Thank you for joining us. Sassy already saying hi. So now we've got the open challenge. Do we think that Emma is going to take the title off Ronda? So rather than sort of saying who's going to win, will Ronda Rousey retain against Emma? So all about me, Emma. I quite like the song that she has for her entrance. Hello, Papa ZJI, how are you doing? He's good, that's good to hear. Tell him hi from all the gang, yep. Emma's going to lose, and that's a fact. We'll see soon, Todd. I think she's big enough of a star now from working the independents where she could come in and beat Ronda for the title straight away, because it will put Emma as a main event character straight away, no problem. Michael's saying, I wish but doubt Emma will win. I don't know. I think that I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say that Emma's going to win. Snack time for me. So yeah, they're Milky Bar, cookies and cream. So some of them have a crunchy cookie flavour, crunchy cookie filling. Some of them have a creamy chocolate filling. And you don't know which one you're going to get. So here we go. Did you get some of your raspberry Pepsi, Sassy? I know you put it on your shopping list. I think this is about my third bottle this week. And the good thing is I like it when you've had a bottle for a few days and it's going flat, but it's still got a little bit of pop in there. Even like regular Coke, I don't mind. I like it when it's freshly opened and it's got all of the fizz in there. But I don't mind it when it's got the flatness in there because it doesn't make you really gassy and it doesn't bloat you. Dinner, creamy chicken with gnocchi, iceberg, blue cheese, bacon salad. Why? Why'd you tease me like that with some awesome food? You made a float with French vanilla. Good choice. Good choice. So, 5 years ago was when Emma was released from WWE. 5 years exactly tomorrow. / today in the UK. Ronda taking down Emma already. Sorry, but the chat always asks me what's for dinner. Don't be sorry, Sassy. You don't have to be sorry, are you, for telling us what you've had for your dinner. Emma went for a roll-up, kick out from Ronda. Stiff kick to the stomach of Emma. I think for this match, you either have Ronda win by a DQ or you have Emma win. Mainly because if you have Emma come in and lose clean, she loses a lot of credibility straight away. You could look at it as Ronda's worried and uses the heel tactic of being disqualified to keep the title without actually taking a pinfall. Emma with a tarantula, we haven't seen that in a while. Obviously, Tajiri was one of the first people to do it in WWE. Emma going up to the top now. And a big crossbody. Yeah, I don't think you can have Emma lose clean. Because to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Ronda Conda tying Emma up in the ropes and using her knees. So Emma's down on the mat. Ronda with the baddest on the t-shirt. Ronda's talking trash as well to Emma. I love Wade Barrett on commentary. Wade Barrett on commentary is not just because he's English and because he's from the UK, but the voice that he's got, it's very distinctive. It makes it sound very good when he's putting someone over. Michael's mum made homemade pulled pork and homemade coleslaw and mac and cheese. Again, great combinations. Ronda's punishing, mocking the dance that she had with Santino Marella. Emma's fighting back. Ronda with a step-up knee, but Emma comes in with a clothesline. So that's saying she's going to come round and have some of your food, Michael. So Wade saying that Emma could have some unfinished business, which is why she could be back in WWE. Irish reversal from Ronda. Emma side Russian leg sweep. One, two, and kick out. Michael's going to come around to yours as well, Sassy. So am I. I'm going to come around to both of your houses and just eat everything that you make. I'll end up about 10 times the size I am now if I do, though. Ronda's got an ankle lock on Emma. Sassy wants Mia Yim on Smackdown. I'm not sure. I think she's more suited to independence than WWE. Ronda went for a kick. Emma got out of the way. Beautiful strength shown by Emma. Pendulum suplex. Crossbody into the corner. 1, 2, and kick out from Ronda. Yeah, I think she'd be a great addition to the women's division in AEW. She's got the experience. Emma up on Ronda's shoulders now. Emma fighting back. Referee almost got taken out there. Ronda raked the eyes while the referee couldn't see. Piper's Pit from Ronda. Ronda, she's looking for the armbar. Yeah. It's not an official clean win because of the eye rake, but it's heel tactics. Michael's glad Emma's putting up a fight, not being a jobber. Yeah. It was a longer match than I was expecting, but I still think it should have been more of a DQ loss or a DQ win for Ronda. So it's not a clean. She's got sort of an argument to be able to sort of go in for another rematch. Oh, finally. Bianca versus Bayley, last woman standing match at Saudi Arabia Crown Jewel. So we are getting a women's match in Saudi Arabia. Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. So they are pretty much filling the card up tonight. The Usos versus the Brawling Brutes, Butch and Ridge. You hate her as much as you hate Miz. Who's that? Ronda? Emma? So Jay wants to go speak to Roman. Paul Heyman's in the way. Heyman trying to calm Jay down. We're going Legado del Fantasma now. Ronda. Okay. I think she's coming to WWE and it's not what she's expected. She thought she was going to be the biggest babyface in the company, and I didn't think she realised that there was going to be some negativity around her. Yeah, Crown Jewel's sounding absolutely awesome this year. There's no... it sounds bad. There's no legend coming back to work the show as of yet. So you agree about Barrett? Yeah, I mean, he sounds brilliant. Michael Cole, I think, has been there that long that it's just getting to the point where it's familiar. It's too familiar, and it doesn't sound like he stands out. I would have preferred to have Wade Barrett on Monday Night Raw instead of Corey Graves, and then have Nigel McGuinness on SmackDown, but obviously got released. So at least having Wade Barrett on one of the rosters in it is a good improvement in my eyes. Carmelo Hayes, yeah, that could be a great choice. Michael's open, it's JTG. I didn't even think of either of them two. Vote, please. Oh, sorry. As soon as the match goes live, I shall have it going for you. Don't worry, Asson. Sassy saying hi, Hassan. Yep, as soon as we know who it is, I shall be pouring it in the poll for you. So we are on a commercial break as of right now. So it's giving time for him to build up the sort of suspense for Hit Row's tag partner. So we're getting a sort of trailer for Crown Jewel. Yep, I know you are. As soon as we know who the mystery partner is, it will be going into the chat for you. So don't worry, I have got it all prepared, ready to roll. Shayna's in the back, congratulating Ronda. Natalia's saying that she'd be champion if she answered the open challenge. Shayna Baszler's got Ronda's back, choking Natalia out. Natalia struggling. Shayna just looking death with a death stare. Could we see Shayna and Ronda teaming up for the tag titles maybe at some point, do we think? So we're getting a progressive match flow to explain how we got to this match tonight. So Hit Row attacked by Legado del Fantasma. So who do we think it's going to be? Sassy saying Camilla Hayes, Michael's saying it's JTG. Let's have a look. Ricochet, I'd like to see it be Ricochet. Or maybe Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, I think, could possibly be a good person. Or it could it be LA Knight? It was rising. And they've got friends in high places. Let's see who this is. Nakamura. Was called earlier on. Or was it who called it? Michael and Jamie. Jamie got it right. Jamie got it right. Straight away, Nakamura. Michael said Nakamura as well. Let's get that updated. There you go, that's on. And everyone else, the vote is in the chat. Legado del Fantasma versus Hit Row and Nakamura. Oh, brilliant monkey flip by Ashante Theodonis. Top Dollar with a crossbody splash in the corner. Cruz del Toro monkey flipped as well. Nakamura. Good vibrations. Zelina Vega checking. B5 with a kick. Taking Zelina Vega out the ring. Hit row, copy, and Nakamura saying, "Come on." So it's been very good so far. We're over an hour into it. We've got 45 minutes left. We've had Roman Reigns, the big dog, turn up. We've had the Brawling Brutes win. We've had sort of some disruption in the Bloodline itself with Jay and Sammy. Sammy could become a full-blown Uso, because Jay's not feeling very Usy. Yeah, I agree. That's a very good pairing for him. So do we think that it's going to be next week on SmackDown? We could get Sami Zayn with a new T-shirt again. He only just got the Honorary Uso T-shirt. Now we could get Sammy Uso on a T-shirt. We've had the return of Emma to Neil Dashwood when she was in the Indies and Impact. So now back in WWE with the Emma character. Yep, we had Emma. We've got the Patreon and Super Chats available for donations. You can donate if you want to. It does help us out. Any little donation helps us pay for the stuff that we use to put this stream together for you. And this time of year, we know that money is tight with Christmas coming up. So any little donation, whether it is $1 or $2 or £1 or $2, really does help the channel out. If you do want to, we have got the membership on YouTube. If you do want to, you can become a member. We've got the Hulkamaniac tier, which gives you custom emojis and a little Gimme a Hulya logo next to your name. We've got the Hardcore Hulkamaniac tier, which if you decide to do that one, you get custom content that we'll only put out to the Hardcore tiers. And then the Champion tier gives you everything previously, and you also get a video call with the full team, hopefully, at least once a month. We're normally sort of looking at doing these around the first few days of each month, where we talk wrestling, we talk about whatever you want. If you want to spend 10 minutes talking about your dog, you can spend 10 minutes talking about your dog, but we will keep sort of chatting with everyone. If there's more than one person, I don't know whether we'd do like a full group chat or we'll do an individual chat with each person. Bayley has to win the Raw Women's Championship with Crown Jewel in the Last Woman Standing. I think she will. I think if she doesn't win, it will be the downfall of her quite quickly. Bayley could win with interference from the rest of Damage Control. If they're obviously going across there. Ashanti Adonis in the corner. Getting taken for a ride in the corner. Close line after close line after close line from Legado del Fantasma. Very, very quick tags. In and out. Keeping the men fresh. Zelina Vega, I think, is a great pairing as well. She's such a good mouthpiece. So she can be a very good mouthpiece for the team to help them find the feet, help them build promos. Top Dollar breaking up the pinfall. Nakamura, I think I think Nakamura could be one person I would drop down to NXT. He had such a good run down there, and then he won the Royal Rumble, went up against AJ at the WrestleMania that year, and then turned heel with losing the match and then low blowing AJ. And I think that's where WWE made the mistake. If they'd have put the title on him, I think he would have been a bigger star than he is now. Big chop to Nakamura, King of Strong Style, and big Inseguri, dropping Escobar. Vintage Nakamura with the sort of sliding German suplex type thing that he does to go outside the ring. Nakamura with some educated feet. 2 counts. Zelina Vega looks worried. In comes Top Dollar. Cruz del Toro caught. Working well, also caught by Top Dollar, so Top Dollar's carrying 2 of them. So slam and Escobar coming in with a big kick to the face. Going for a chop. Very, very impactful. Going for another chop. Top Dollar catches him. Goes for a hand grip. Top Dollar. Lucha Libre style. Axe handle. Tags out. Cruz del Toro. Top Dollar tagging out to Nakamura. Kinshasa from Nakamura. Going to get the win. 1, 2, and 3. Nakamura getting the win. I think with Nakamura turning up, I didn't think there was any way that they was going to be losing. So let's have a look at that poll. Let's have a look. So yeah, 80% of people said it Rowan Nakamura, 20% Legado del Fantasma. So again, great work. Calling the action. Or calling the winner of the action. So we've now got Paul Heyman in the back with Roman. Paul wants Roman to watch some footage. Looking at it, it's Logan Paul. So what's Roman or Paul going to say? Roman's asking why we're watching it. Paul sounds worried. Roman saying he's not going to hit. Logan Paul's not going to hit a lucky punch. So Paul Heyman's saying that Logan Paul has had a broken hand and had steel pins put in his hand. Roman's saying Logan Paul's only had 2 matches. Paul Heyman's looking so worried. Paul Heyman's running like a little chicken. Yeah, Paul Heyman got in trouble mentioning Brock Lesnar's name, saying he won the world title in his third UFC match, and this is Logan Paul's third match. Similarities. But there's no chance Logan's winning, is there? Michael would like WWE to have a trios titles where it can be defended on each brand. I agree. I think that would be good. Great way to give a couple of extra people some spotlight. Great way to use a roster, yeah. I mean, you've got Legado del Fantasma. You've got the Bloodline, because they've got at least 3 members. Authors of Pain to return. Sass is requesting. Todd likes the new direction of the Viking Raiders. Yeah, so does Sassy, but wants Sanity back. I'd want NXT Sanity back. I know that when the book got brought up, Eric Young was down, and it was obviously Vince that was doing it. If you had Triple H booking Sanity and booking Undisputed Era on the main roster, booking Imperium, there would be enough to do trios titles. But I think that Triple H is in the process of rebuilding the rosters to what his vision is of the brands. So what have we got left from the show tonight? We've had the Brawling Brutes, we've had the Tribal Chief, we've had Ronda, we've had the Hit Row. We've still got Bray Wyatt segment, which will be exciting. No Gunther tonight, possibly. We don't know yet. Not announced officially, or even unofficially, but we don't know what else we've got left. Shouldn't bring back intergender tournament. So mixed tag team, a mixed match challenge, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, again, something like that I would do, but I would do it on Monday Night Raw for people who are not actually involved in storylines. And it could be an invitational, if you want to do it that way. Invite people to come in and get the chance to win a title match of some sort. Or win the number 1 contenders spot for their team. Todd's going Bray, Bray, and Bray. LA Knight. And we've got Ricochet interrupting LA Knight. Ricochet saying that he'd get LA Knight to get a better reaction if he didn't think he was God's gift to Smackdown. Ricochet saying he could knock LA Knight's head because it's too big. Oh, we're getting Karrion Kross. LA Knight, yeah. Michael, yep, Karrion Kross. I just love the presentation. Now they've got the full presentation. Better than the Vince McMahon gimp that they originally had. Do we think he'll be having a match? Could he be going up against a jobber, or is it promo for his match at Crown Jewel, do we think? I like the Karrion Kross theme as well. And I've said I liked quite a few themes already tonight, but the Karrion Kross theme, it's just very sort of good, fast-paced stuff. Madcap Moss? Really? Squash match? Easy? Let's get a banner going then. Getting a poll going for people. Won't be a second. There you go. If you're still in our son, we've got the poll going. Karrion Kross, Madcap Moss. Oh, you got to win. Yeah. Seems really strange to have Madcap Moss. Less than 5 minutes, I'd say, for the match. So, Kross going up against Joe McIntyre in a steel cage at Crown Jewel. Sassy one. You don't want him to come out for any part of the match. You just want to look at him. Don't you, Sassy? You just want to sit there and go and sort of go all sort of like love heart eyes emoji. So a big chop from Madcap. And another one. Karrion just looks like he's getting annoyed at being chopped. Damn, Skippy, yep. I know you too well, Sassy. So, Karrion with right hands in the corner. And a big boot to Madcap Moss's chin. Madcap looks like he was trying to fight up from the bottom. Karrion just puts a stop to that straight away. But then it's an elbow and a shoulder tackle from Madcap Moss. Madcap with a clothesline. Taking Karrion over the top. Karrion's looking frustrated. Karrion's chest is bright red already as well. Yeah, I'm really excited for Crown Jewel this time. The past few have been a little bit sort of lackluster, I would say. But this one does feel exciting. It feels like there's going to be some very good matches on there. I don't think it's going to feel like a house show sort of level match. I mean, we went to the Clash at the Castle, and the match quality themselves was brilliant. The only problem with it is after the match and you got home and you sort of gave it the second viewing in your head, all it was a glorified house show. So hopefully this doesn't feel like that, and we get some big interesting moments happen. So we've not got that long left already. It seems to have, I mean, I know it's an hour less, but it seems to have flown by already, which I'm not disappointed at, but I'm still excited. I want more stuff. It's been a good show. I want more Roman. I want more Sami Zayn. I want more Jey Uso. I want Ricochet talking trash to people. Let's get a snack. Oh. But yeah, if you haven't already, do like that video, do share, subscribe to the channel, to then to the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time we go live. Carrying with a overhead belly to belly suplex, clothesline and elbows from Carrion. Oh, big elbow. Stomps in the corner, almost close to being disqualified. Todd's wanting Bray. I think that's going to be the end of the show. Definitely. Scarlett on the outside, just with some brilliant facial expressions. Northern Light suplex, and then into a clothesline. Madcap kicks out at 2. They have a great roster on SmackDown. Yeah, I think they really do. I think that there isn't really many places that you could improve on it. You've got great tag teams. You've got, obviously, Usos. You've got New Day. Technically, you've got Maximum Male Models. You've got Brawling Brutes. You've got Hit Row. You've got Legado del Fantasma. So you've got a great set of tag teams there. You've obviously got the Viking Raiders coming back. You've got Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Women's division, I mean, at the minute, you've got no Charlotte Flair. You've got no Naomi. You've got no Sasha Banks. But you've got Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lacey Evans, Shotzi, Sonya Deville. But then you've also got people like Zelina Vega that could then become more of a in-ring performer rather than being manager. Maxine Dupree. To a certain extent, you've got Scarlett. You've possibly got returns of Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte Flair coming back. So there's plenty of people on there. Main event guys. You've got people like Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. I would say Gunther. Obviously Roman Reigns. You've got people like Ricochet that can do pretty much anything. Sami Zayn, anything you give him is brilliant. Sheamus at the minute is out injured, but even he can be put into a main event title picture, and we know he probably wouldn't win, but it would feel like a good threat. Nakamura is doing great work as usual. So you've got a great roster from top to bottom. B-Fab as well, yeah, I forgot about B-Fab. Michael's agreeing. I completely agree. Madcap's going some offense in now, which is quite surprising. Shoulder tackle. Sassy thinks Charlotte will come back to Raw. Mandy and Toxic Attraction should be on Smackdown. I think Mandy has massively improved since she went back to NXT. She's got a lot better at character work, brilliant mic skills now. And I think if you brought her up, she wouldn't feel out of place on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. I think she would be better going into SmackDown because they haven't got any all-female factions. But then again, do you bring her up to Raw and have her feuding with Damage Control? Because that could work. I thought it was going to be a squash match too, Mike. It's been going on for just under 10 minutes, which I thought it was going to be, like I said, I thought it'd be 5 minutes and it'd be over. Carrion's looking at the finish. Scarlett's calling for the finish. Cross with a blow right to the back of the head. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, there we go. Scarlett called the finish. Carrion's still taking over cross jacket. Carrion's got the mic while still having the straight jacket on Madcap. Carrion saying that Madcap put a better fight than Drew because he's not a coward or a hypocrite. So at Crown Jewel, history is going to repeat itself and Carrion's going to win again. Cross jacket's still on Madcap. Hello, Shirai. I can't understand what you've put, I'm afraid. If you want to try and sort of use Google Translate to put it in English, I'll be more than happy to read your comment out, but thank you very much for joining us. Sassy saying hello to you as well, Shirai. There's Bray Wyatt. Shirai, that means hey there in Japanese. Thank you very much for the translation. Hello there then, Shirai. Scarlett should be in a cage too. Well, if it's a steel cage match in Saudi Arabia, I don't think she needs it. She's on the outside. I mean, a shark cage would be quite good to keep her completely from interfering. So, not doing much, Shirai, eating sashimi, and watching Smackdown. And us, you're watching us as well. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining us. Sushi's something I've never really got into, I'm afraid. I don't know why. But I do quite like my salmon. I do like haddock. I had some cod earlier on and chorizo, which was quite nice. It does, because people will sort of be telling everyone Bray's coming on in a second, so it's going to draw the last 15-minute quarter hour, which is one of the bigger demographics and the biggest sort of rating draws. I just can't remember it. Completely forgot about it. But I mean, if you love your sushi, you eat as much sushi as you like. I'm more of a sort of cheeseburger and a pizza guy myself. Sassy loves sushi. I had to think about that for a second because it was quite awkward. We all want to know what a Shirai Ryu is? Yeah. What is it? Let me know. I love learning new things. So we haven't got that long left. We've got just over 10 minutes-ish. We have got, obviously, Bray Wyatt with a promo. Yeah, I know sushi's healthy, but it's just never been something that I've gone, oh yeah, I want to eat a load of it. I can take it or leave it, really. Whereas usually pizza and stuff like that, burgers, oh, give me all the burgers, give me all the pizzas. Yeah, slips all kinds of objects to Jericho. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Sassy, with the interference from the outside. But I mean, I'd love to see them two go in Hell in a Cell more than a steel cage, because they've had such a good feud so far, and it just seemed like a good logical end to that match. To have that match at the end. Shirai Ryu, White Well style, are a Japanese clan of Japanese ninjas in the Mortal Kombat unit. Ah, that's very cool. Mortal Kombat, great game. Tekken as well. I used to love them games when I was a bit younger. I was never very good at them. Just used to sort of mash all the buttons at the same time to try and do finishes. But it was good fun. Sassy's favourite faction in Mortal Kombat. There we go. Yeah, very cool. Like I said, I didn't have a clue what it was, but thank you very much for the education. It's been that long since I've played any of the Mortal Kombat games. I'd probably say you're looking at least 15 years. Got Kayla Braxton in the back. Oh, we've got Rey Mysterio, who's going to be challenging Gunther next week for the IC title. Sassy cried when Scorpion died. Oh. So Rey Mysterio's cutting a promo, saying he's glad to be back on SmackDown, and an Imperium coming. and destroying Ray. Huge chop from Gunther straight away. So we're going a no DQ match next week. Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville. Todd saying Ray gets beat up no matter which show. Yeah, I don't think that it should be. I mean, he's got the respect. Everyone knows he's got that respect. But I think he's at the point where he's helping to put over the newer talent, which is a good thing. Shirai's favourite childhood game, Potential Stealth Assassin. Remembers playing the game back during Christmas Ice Storm 98. That's awesome, dude. Ray's always the underdog, yeah. So we're going the spooky door with the lights. Sassy's was bare knuckle. Am I from England? Yeah, I am. I'm from the sort of north of England. From a little place called Hull. Or Kingston upon Hull if you want to give it its full title. So we've had the door open. And we've got the creepy sort of spiral lights. And we've got Bray coming with the lantern. Michaels, Bray Wyatt with a love heart. Dom will be annoyed that he's missing this, won't he? I mean, unless you actually sat watching while in Vietnam. Or I don't know what the time is there. Let's have a look. What time is it in Vietnam? So it's 8:54 in the morning. So they're 6 hours ahead of me in the UK. So I reckon he'll be absolutely shattered from his flight, so I don't think he'll be watching. So we've got Bray coming down to the ring now. Much love from England, yeah. I'm sending all the love your way as well, dude. Got a family in London. That's very, very cool. Streets of Rage. I know Streets of Rage. I remember that one. It was one of the only games that we could play on the school computers because it was available on a website they hadn't blocked. So we used to sit and play Streets of Rage instead of doing our schoolwork. Oh, I forgot I hadn't finished that poll. So 75% of people thought Karrion Kross was going to win the match. So Bray finally in the ring. Got a microphone, so let's see what he's got to say. Bray say he's still new to it, but he loves the feeling of that. Bray saying it's an adrenaline rush. He's going a welcome back chant. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Shirai. We appreciate you joining us. Do I think we're going to get Uncle Howdy? I think we might get a video package from him. Bray wants us to see something that he's very proud of. Right now it's just us and him. There's no mask he's hiding behind, there's no smoke, there's no mirrors. I reckon we're still going to get Uncle Howdy show up. So this is Bray Wyatt, the real man. It's the best version of him that there will ever be. Bray's Bray's saying that he's going to do some spectacular things. Bray's saying he was completely out of control for most of his life and he can't help that. Emotions that Bray has don't work, he doesn't have control over them. They can send him to dark places, and other times he doesn't feel anything. So again, it does feel more of a open promo where there's not much script in there. But in my mind, I'm pretty sure Bray will have scripted this from start to finish. Bray saying he's had to do some really horrible things to get where he is now. There's a part of him that really likes the fact that he's not scared to do anything. Bray knows it's not the end. There'll come time. Oh, here we go. Lights have gone off. We'll get Uncle Howdy on the video wall. We've had a QR code as well. Who's that? Who could that be? So saying that you're a shell of just you once were? Revel in what you are. You don't wear a mask. We both know that's not true. You can't hide from me, your Uncle Howdy. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so invested in the story. That was Uncle Howdy. So I'll just get through the last couple of comments and then we'll go through my review and my sort of reply to that promo. So yeah, Shirai, you're part of the Whole Year family. If you join us, we always want to make you feel welcome. So if you haven't already, do like and share the video. Subscribe to it so you know when we're going live again and ring that notification bell. Evidence style character could be. But yeah, with the Bray Wyatt stuff, it's leaving me intrigued because I want to know the answer. If I want to know the answer, I'm more likely to tune in each week. And if I'm more likely to tune in, I'm more likely to invest money and time in the actual character itself and in the show itself. So to me, that makes more sense for going forward. Don't tell me everything. Give me something that's going to leave me thinking. Give me something that's going to make me want to come back each week. And that's what they did so well with the QR codes to start with for the Bray teases. And they've kept it up. And I think that keeping that up for a long while, it's going to create so much intrigue, so many people will be invested. And that's what we want. We want the time and the investment in a character to be able to build them up. Do we not? That's what we're here for. We want a great story, and we want a good match. Got to go and moderate Rampage. Don't worry, Sassy. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm almost done. I'm going to go through my review in any minute, and then I'm going to get myself off to bed. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Sassy. Thank you very much for moderating, keeping everyone in check. But yeah, that is literally what we are going to do now. We're going to do the review. So, my favourite moment of the night was the promo with Sami Zayn. Oh, you've got to go as well, so Michael, don't worry about it. Thank you very much for joining us. If I go pick my parcel up on Saturday and it is my Pro Wrestling crate, I'll probably be doing the unboxing on Sunday, but it will be a little bit earlier than a normal show. I think it'll be more like 10, 11 o'clock UK time. Only because I don't want to be up until sort of 1 o'clock in the morning and then have to be at work the next day and then do a Monday Night Raw. So it may be a bit earlier than we normally go live, but it'll be later than I did last time. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Michael, Sassy, and we shall see you soon. So yeah, my moment of the night, or my segment of the night, was the promo with Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, with the rest of the Bloodline in the ring and Paul Heyman. Sammy Uso, or Sammy Uso, could become a full-blown member of the Uso family and the Bloodline rather than just being an honorary member. Roman Reigns was brilliant in that segment. Everyone else in the ring was struggling to keep a straight face, which made it even better. Match of the night, because it went on a lot longer than it was expected, was Madcap Moss and Karrion Kross. Very good sort of overall match, letting Karrion Kross sort of get some good offense in, but also letting Madcap Moss get some in as well, which was very nice to see. Usually is known more of a jobber, so it's usually a sort of very quick squash match, but he was there to do a job. He did that admirably, performed really well in the ring. And my overall, my performer of the night was Sami Zayn straight away. Everything about his facial expressions to what he was saying was absolutely spot on. And then my rating for the show, I'd probably give it a good 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I probably wouldn't go any higher because there was a couple of little bits that just didn't seem to fit well with me. Tenille Dashwood, Emma returning was still a good surprise, but I don't think that it was the best moment in the show. But I think that'll do me for the night, which, again, I'm still wide. I'm not wide awake, but I still feel quite refreshed because it's not 3 hours of Monday Night Raw after I've done a long day at work. So it feels quite sort of nice, refreshing to go to bed at this time and then get some good sleep. And I'm off tomorrow as well, which getting a Saturday off for me is a rarity. So, low shall we have to end the show? I think that'll do. So, yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. If you haven't already, do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you want anything with the Gimme Julia logo on, you can go to our spread shop, which is in the chat below. It's in the comments. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at DanHargreaves88, which is just on the screen there for you. You can follow everyone at Give Me a Whole Year on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to do the countdown Claymore style. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.